Hello. Hi. My name is Jennifer Radke and I'm from iwishiwereme.com. And today I'm doing something a little different. If you look back over some of my YouTube videos, you'll see that most of them have been done facing a window, which I know is not ideal, but that's how most of them have been done. This time I'm trying out kind of a new setup because I am creating or have created, I'm just about to kind of start that phase where I'm looking for beta testers, a program that's all about body image. So if you step up to the mirror and you don't like what you see, and you think that the only option to dealing with the frustration that you have with your body is to diet, then this program is for you. And if you are at all interested, please feel free to contact me through my website, iwishiwereme.com. Today I want to talk about another time when there is the potential for you to get a little frustrated with your appearance. And that is travel pictures. So I have been really blessed to have gone a number of different places in my life, and every time I go somewhere, what I try to do when I get home is I will try to take a picture, one of many that I really like, and I will put it on canvas, and then I will put it around the room, my office room. So you can see I've got a couple of them that you can maybe see here. So this is a picture when we went on our trip to Venice, where we were in Italy. We did a couple different cities, but this is Venice in particular. This is New Orleans, and above that you can only really see the bottom, just the beach there, and that's pretty much what it was, is Cabo. I loved these trips. I am definitely the type of person that really enjoys a new experience. I like going somewhere different and doing something different. I'm not super adventurous, so you're not going to find me, you probably won't find me river rafting or zip lining or anything like that, but we went to Golden not that long ago, a year, maybe two ago, and it was like, okay, let's do something different. So I got on the back of a horse and did some horseback riding, which I'd never done before, so this was kind of a big deal. When we went to New Orleans, we actually took a tour where we went kind of into the back, the swamp area, and we're able to see some alligators. And I even had the experience of holding a baby alligator in my hand. What's kind of crazy to me when I think about all of these experiences that I've had is that in the moment, I have felt liberated. And like I'm getting outside of my comfort zone. And like I'm doing something so different that it's going to impact the rest of my life. I just feel like travel is this amazing, amazing thing. The issues that have come up for me are when I start looking at the pictures from those trips. And that's really too bad. Most of the time, so I'm thinking in particular of the pictures that I took when I was on the back of a horse. So taking those pictures, especially, I mean, when you think of the camera angle, you can see why, part of the reason why those pictures were extremely unflattering. But besides that, I'm looking at these pictures and I'm playing a game with myself. It's the body pick-apart game where I am focusing in on the parts of my body that I absolutely deplore. When I think about New Orleans, there's a picture that stands out to me where I'm holding this baby alligator and I am just disgusted with my appearance. Normally what happens when I see these pictures, when we return back from our trip, is I will go on a diet. I mean, immediately. It's like, okay, well, clearly I've had way too much fun. Clearly I've been way too blessed. And now what I need to do is go and get on a diet. And that's going to, I'll never have another picture like this one again. I'm always going to be able to look at pictures from now on. I'm totally excited about them. So not the case. And the more I've come on my journey of being more comfortable with the skin that I'm in right now, whether that is a skin that is my heaviest weight or that is the skin that is my lowest weight, it doesn't matter. My goal and my focus is to love myself right now the same, no matter what. And to treat myself the same, no matter what. And so looking at these pictures has become a challenge because I will look at them and immediately focus in on the parts that I don't like about myself. And I had to come to the awareness that that's what I was doing, because for the longest time, I would look at these pictures and I would overall just go, oh, I look fat, I look disgusting, I look gross. Instead of saying, what I'm actually focusing in on here is my stomach and how much I do not like my stomach. So the first tip I'm going to give you, if you are having one of these experiences where you're looking at a picture of yourself and you're just hating it, is to try to find one thing. Maybe that's your hair. Maybe that's your smile. Maybe that's your fingernails. But find one thing that you like. And then stop referring to that picture as you are looking disgusting, because you have one thing that you like in that picture. So now, overall, it's not disgusting. Second, I want you to bring yourself back to the experience of that picture. When I look at that picture of me holding the alligator, and I focus in on the grin that is on my face from that picture, I am blown away by, clearly, in that moment, I was feeling euphoric. I was feeling excited and happy. And I think back to that moment, and those are the feelings that come over me. The fact that I'm holding on to an alligator. Like, how amazing is that? That is not an experience I would have here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So that's my second tip for you, is to focus in on how you were feeling in that moment and try to get yourself back to that feeling rather than focusing on the feeling that you're having now looking at the picture. And the third thing I want you to think about, because most of us go here. Most of us look at these pictures and go, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. And our immediate conclusion is that we need to jump into a diet. Think about how a diet makes you feel. Most of the time you're coming up with this type of an option because you've been on a diet before. For me, when I've been on a diet, there's a feeling of utter exhaustion that takes over me. I think about all of the things I have to do, the meal prep, the weigh-ins, the tracking, the workouts, the intensity, the starting all over again at the beginning of every week, the cheat days, the binge meals. I think about all this and I just get exhausted. Or I could pinpoint and think about the fact that most nights I would go to bed really hungry. Sometimes that hunger would even keep me up. Or I think about having to avoid social events because if I went to those events, I would just sit there in pain because I really wanted to eat and I couldn't eat anything on the menu because it was off the meal plan. I think about how terrible those diets made me feel. And that option gets taken off of the table. And instead, I focus on the fact that I had a fantastic life experience. Now, I know some of this stuff is easier said than done. You're still going to have conflicted emotions when you look at these pictures. But over the course of time, if you can continually look for one thing in each picture that you really like, focus on the life experience that you had when that picture was taken, and take dieting off of the table because you know how terrible it makes you feel, you will begin to get to a place that ultimately becomes a love for yourself. And I wish that for you. So there is my few tips on how to navigate travel pictures that you really don't like looking. Okay, sweet. This is my little puppy dog bonus. Say hi.